All 100.
Rappers put themselves in a corner sometimes. Rappers put themselves in a corner sometimes, so where they gotta act a certain way, even if that ain't them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how, like, you gotta realize what you saying in an interview and on wax. Everything is now history. So you gotta realize, you gotta think from the mind state of 10 years from now, 5 years from now, a year from now, what are they gonna
look back at and hear
and say? You know what I'm saying? And if you think like that, you can maybe avoid some problems, some not all of it. You know, emotions get into play. You might get hot-headed, or you might not be in your right state of mind, or you just might be like, you know what, I'm in my right state of mind, but
that's how I feel.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but
that's how a lot of this shit gets started too, right there. Fuck it, fuck it right there.
Can't do that. Can't do that. I don't get the mentality of these rappers, like they get millions of dollars and then all of a sudden they want to act like they don't give a fuck about nothing. Like, like what? Like, nah, you might have had that mentality in the streets. Like, you don't gotta have that now. Because actually, like, now you actually have it in a state. You feel like you have things that you need to manage, that whole I don't fuck about nothing mentality.
You got your family living a certain way now.
You got your family. You might have your homeboys and they families.
Jesus.
You're employing people. This is now a legitimate business, LLC, DBA, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You are now a boss. You are now employing people. People's lives and the lives of their families depend on you. You don't got time to be careless. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be careless, don't be a boss. Just don't. Like, save people the time and energy and the heartache. Don't be a boss.
Yeah.
Don't be a boss.
I can say, I guess, for a lot of these young guys coming up, they don't have that type of mindset, which starts with that type of teaching.
Yeah.
To know that, all right, once you get here, then you reach back and take care of business.
And I was blessed enough to have a father. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of people can't say that. You know, and even more so, I was blessed to have a father who had wisdom. You know what I'm saying? He had been through things in life and he would instill these qualities in me. He would talk to me, you know what I'm saying? But some of it was just like, he would just throw me out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you either, these lessons I cannot teach you. You either sink or swim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Loyalty was one of them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Critical thinking was one of them. You know what I'm saying? You can't really, teach that. You know, they got classes for it in college and stuff, but that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's classroom.
You gonna run left or run right. You're not gonna be like, well, the degree of the wind, and I think I heard the gunshot coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gonna pick. You know what I'm saying? So I was blessed enough to have, somebody to teach me, but I read a lot. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot. So it was like, when you read, you tap into different characters and the different people's mentality and things of that, and you soak it all up, all of the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of it, like I said, was just reading, but it's common sense too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish a lot of us had more guidance, because a lot of things, like I say, I was blessed enough to have a father, but a lot of things I still had to trip in the mud and fall and pick myself up.
Yeah.
And, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just trial and error, but it's also loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of street dudes, I love my partners, these my brothers, whoop-de-whoop-de-woo. Think for them. I don't think for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I'm moving. Like, every time I get into the booth, music video, coming on things like this, it's like, okay, I'm doing this to make sure my partners can have a house where they don't gotta pay rent no more. Or I'm doing this to make sure that my mama can get this. I'm doing this to make sure that my brother can live out his dreams. I'm doing this, you know what I'm saying? Like, think for everybody but yourself. That's a big lesson my father taught me. Like, I love him for that. Like, my father would take care of everybody else in the family, and then he would take care of himself. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality I have. So, read, man. Like, a lot of people think it's uncool to read. Like, I used to read books on etiquette, used to read books on jazz, used to read books on art, used to read books on traveling, because different mind states, different music, different cuisine, they open up your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's why all these rappers travel so much, and then they come back to the States and they like, damn, she kind of weird over here. They're like, I got a different mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've never been outside of your zone, how can you ever grow?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you ever grow?
Bro, so damn big. You feel me?
Yeah.
So much to experience, so
Yeah.
much to do, live.
Yeah.
Like you said, trials and errors. You do gotta go out and trip and
Yeah.
fall in the mud.
Yeah.
Get up, brush yourself off, and continue.
Those are the best lessons.
Those are the best
They
lessons.
stick with you.
Most of the real lessons is you by yourself.
Yeah.
So yeah, no,
Yeah.
that made sense.
And
Yeah.
I was always that kid who had to touch the stove to realize it was
Oh,
hot.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So them scars and them lessons, like, they stick in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
If there was anything you had to tell the young brothers out here, you know, coming up, middle school, high school, because kids nowadays grow up way faster. It ain't just the high school kids about to step into the world, it's the middle school kids about to step into high school.
Yeah.
If there was anything that you could tell them, you know, what would you tell them, knowing that the journey that you took to get to where you at, you know, what would you say to them to inspire them?
Man, anything I would tell y'all, you know, be yourself. You know, it's okay to be smart. It's okay to want to be a lawyer or a doctor or a CPA or a nurse, or it's okay to be a janitor instead of wanting to be a dope boy. You know what I'm saying? Because that life comes with nothing but scars. You know what I'm saying? They don't tell you that the money is more addictive than the actual drug. The power of having a gun is more addictive than the actual drug that you selling. They don't tell you that your homeboys is gonna die. They gonna get locked up. You know what I'm saying? They gonna get stabbed. They gonna get robbed. They don't tell you about the struggles of, you know, having to put food on another man's table because he gone. You know, they don't tell you about mamas crying because they done buried their daughters and their sons at 22, 23 years old. They don't tell you about you growing up being bigger than your big brother or your big sister, or having to, you know, put commissary on your brother's books, and, you know, you getting a phone call every year. They don't tell you about your brother getting 3 years because he picked up a phone and called you. They don't tell you about none of that. So I'm here to tell you, you know what I'm saying? Stay on that right path. You know, you like to shoot ball, shoot ball. You know, you a street nigga, but you like to do poetry, rap. You know what I'm saying? But believe in yourself and invest in yourself, and don't let nobody tell you that you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Those are just my wise words, for real.
Facts. Appreciate it, bro.
No problem, man.